Hey, hopefuls. There we go. Crickets, right? Okay. Why is this drawer so hard to use? I'm gonna tell you right now, it's beyond the drawer, right? It's the space. It's the system. It's the stuff. It's not the drawer. The drawer is just a thing. But how we use it, that's what makes it hard. So difficult drawer frustrations are huge. And a lot of you have been here for a while and you know my story of that darn apple peeler, not peeler, core, the slicey core thing, right? And it got to the point I decided to get rid of it because it was pissing me off when I opened the drawer. And in my brain, this drawer. This drawer is the problem. It's not me. It's not my stuff. It's this drawer is the issue. It's this storage space. It's the problem. And that's what makes it difficult. It's the drawer. Not the fact that I was keeping an item that I didn't even really like using, right? I didn't even like it. It was hard for me to use. I have arthritis in my hands, and never mind that I have no arm strength. So even just using it every day was frustrating. But it was easier for me to not make the decision to get rid of it and just blame the drawer. That could be under the sink in the bathroom. It's just easier to say that space is a problem instead of making the decision to fix it. Right? It's just easier to say my closet is too small instead of making the decisions to simplify, to sort it, to have a consistent schedule to sustain the space in the best way that suits and works for you. So it's not the poor layout. It's not it may be like a little bit, maybe, but it's more of, are you using the space to its best potential to serve your current organizing and home managing needs? That's the question. So if you have a drawer, utensil drawers are huge, right? You buy a pack of spoons and then a pack of spatulas, and then you have this accessory and that gadget and this gizmo and all these things. And eventually they all just go in the drawer because that's where these go. But you never do anything with the drawer. And if you pull something out that irritates you or that you don't use or that's frustrating, you're like, no, I don't like this one. You put it back and you don't, right? You get out the thing you like. So if you have a favorite spatula or your preferred wooden spoon or whichever, the ones you grab that you're like, no, that's not my favorite. And I put it back in the drawer and I shift it around and grab the one I want. So the simplifying part of that would be stop putting the thing back in the drawer that you don't even like using. Now, before you're like, well, so-and-so might use it and so-and-so might use it. If you have regular, consistent schedules that he cooks on Tuesdays and they cook on Thursday and we all manage this, that's fine. Have the discussion. But let's be real honest. 99% of it's on you. And they'll adapt. So if you don't like using the teal spoon because you prefer the light blue spoon, get rid of the teal one. They'll use your light blue one. That's fine. But if you notice that you're grabbing that and putting it back, it's like we've talked about closets before. I think a couple months ago when we did the bedroom. Maybe that was last month. Heck, I don't even know. But when we talk about like you have to earn the space you're given. You have to earn the hanger you're given. So if you take your shirt out, you don't even like it, you put it back. Why do you keep putting it back? So if you take the spoon out, you don't even like it, and you keep putting it back, why are you putting it back? So simplifying that space, that kitchen drawer, that container that sits on the countertop with all your cooking utensils, whichever, under the bathroom sink, your closet, insert space that frustrates you here. And go, okay, why do I keep putting back what doesn't deserve my space? Why am I saving and using and repeating this cycle of, you know what, I pull this out, I put it back. I don't even like it. Instead, you can build in a donate box somewhere in your kitchen, probably on the top of the pantry or under the sink, or you carry around bag, whatever. Even if you have a bag on the back of the door handle, so it's not super in your way, just toss things in there to be donated. If you build in the systems in the kitchen, in the bathroom, in your bedroom, in the closet, in the entryway, to have the drop spot of, no, we done. You don't earn this space anymore. You don't belong in my prime real estate. You are taking space that could be breathable areas, that could be used for something I actually like, that is just ick. You don't deserve this space. If you have a built-in spot to donate, to drop off, that's not your trash can. Like if you break something, throw it away. But if you have that built-in home for things that you're getting rid of, it makes that step of, oh, I don't even like this, put this back in the drawer, to, I don't even like this, it goes in your new home that gets out of my house, right? It goes on that bag on the back of the door that gets dropped every Tuesday on the way to soccer practice. It gets dropped off weekly, consistently. It's a great way to, if you're ever gifted those reusable bags, it's a great way to get rid of those from your house, is use them to either gift forward or use them as your donation drops. Those too many Amazon delivery boxes that I get, it's a great way to use those to get things out of your house. So it's not really the drawer that's creating the frustration. It's the system that's not successfully applied to the space. It's just how it is. It's the whatever. It's the submission to a crappy space just being a crappy space, and it's just that drawer is the problem. Instead of committing to being a hopeful and organizing and setting up systems that will work for you moving forward. Remember, we're organizing today to make tomorrow less stressful, right? So if we have that habit system in place I reach in the drawer and I find myself not using what I'm getting out of the drawer, but I automatically just put it back. We're going to now install that habit of, I reach in the drawer, I find myself grabbing what I don't like using. So instead of putting it back, I put it in the donate bin. Or the trash can if you dropped it and broke it. Whichever works, right? So instead of reaching in the drawer, getting the drawer stuck because it's overly stuffed because you haven't simplified your kitchen recently, or you bought a whole new set but didn't get rid of the old ones, or we redid this and I just got new. It's great, get new, but get rid of old, right? Bless someone else by donating your old. Make a box. Prematurely set up the teacher gifts, the Christmas gifts, those things where you're like, hey, everybody gets a spatula and a cake box mix and whatever people do, towel sets. I don't know. I'm not great at that kind of stuff. But those are the things like, great, okay, I'm going to repurpose these for my kids that are moving out, for gifts that I'm making in the winter, for whatever, but it still needs a home outside of your prime real estate. So say you've upgraded. You've gotten all new spatulas and spoons. So all your old ones, they're not bad. They're usable. They're just not going to be used by you. Your old ones no longer deserve the prime real estate of that drawer by your stovetop or any space in your kitchen. Excuse me. So we take those things out. But you can't just take them out and dump them somewhere. We talked about countertop clutter last week. You can't just take them out and dump them somewhere, right? They cannot just be out of this space and it's better. We're not taking this clutter and moving it to that space for clutter. This clutter is not movable. We're not organizing clutter. We are creating systems to handle it. So if you've updated everything and you've gotten new stuff and these things are coming out, does it go in the donate bin that gets dropped off on Tuesdays before soccer? Does it go in the bin at the top of the entryway closet for gifting forward? That gets emptied at the end of October, beginning in November. You can have a system, and it doesn't have to be a right now, right, hard, go, go, go system. It can be okay, it has a system. Because I know in November, I'm going to pull that basket down, and we're going to start building those sets. We're going to start gifting forward. We're going to save some money on the holiday season, especially in this time of life. So those are the things. It's not the drawer. Right? It's the stuff. It's the systems that aren't in place. It's the simplifying that needs to happen. It's not even the drawer. It's the closet. It's the entryway. It's the cubby. It's the hole, hide a hole. It's under the sink. It's this. It's not the thing. And I know some of you are like, my life would be so much easier if I just had this ideal storage. Well, you don't. So let's work with what we have on all aspects, right? You know, I love taking a good cardboard box covering in contact paper and sticking it in a closet to have a temporary system. Will I know that this system works? I don't know, but I can try it. Before I invest in it, I can try it. It's the same thing, right? You don't have to go out and buy the magical drawer dividers or the expandable bamboo things that I eye all the time, or this container or that container. You can use what you have. You can take the flap of a cardboard box, cover it in contact paper to make it prettier if you're like me, and then use that as a temporary drawer divider. Because if you go somewhere and you spend the $20 for the 3 or 4 dividers, these are so pretty, this is gonna work, and then they don't work, you're adding stress, right? Not only in my brain it worked, but not only did it not work, and I spent money. That's like a double layer negativity. Nobody needs that. That's not hopeful at all. Just saying. So it's not the space. It's not the physical drawer itself. It's just not set up for success. It's just not supporting you as the home manager, as the decision maker, as the BA boss babe, or whatever title you want to put on your crown. Make it work for you. If you don't like the scrubbing your sink and you got a new one, get rid of the one that doesn't serve you. We don't read books backward. We don't keep trash sitting on the counter. We're not doing that. So if it doesn't work for you, fire it. Get rid of it. We have a detailed system. The 3S method is made for you, for crazy people like me, or for busy moms like you, to make it work. You don't have to spend all day. While the meat is browning, look in that drawer. Pull that drawer open, that drawer that you like. This drawer is the problem. Is it the problem? While that is cooking, 5 minutes. Or 5 things. Or 15 minutes. I love a 15-minute because it's a commercial break. But if I said 15 minutes and I got something cooking, I got burnt. So 5 minutes is good. True story. My son will grow up and attest to all these things. Like, oh yeah, you remember that one time you burned a pan because you thought you were going to do laundry and then 7 squirrels went by? But the 3S method is designed for those small space successes, for those 15-minute finds, for those quick wins that we can do because we don't have time to spend all day doing it. So as dinner's cooking, that drawer, that's the frustration, that drawer, that's the problem. Open it up, get rid of 5 things. And it doesn't have to be like maybe your baking cups or measure cups or fancy spatulas can be rehomed. Like it doesn't have to be, it has to go in the trash or donate. If it's not being used on a 6-month cycle basis, yes, it can be donated. But if it's not being used and you've got a small drawer and that's your prime real estate spot and it's like, okay, but I only bake once a quarter. Cool. Rehome those out of your prime real estate spot. Toss them in a basket and put it on top of the counters or on top of the cabinets. I know I've shared before, a lot of my baking stuff is in the garage, especially like the pans. No, I'm not going to cram all those under the oven where we keep flat things. If it's flat and goes in the oven, it goes under the oven. And if it's not flat and goes on the stove, it goes up in the cabinet. That's just how we have it. We have stovetop users, and then oven users. That's how we keep them separated. So that's the thing. Like as you're standing there, think about 3S method, right? 3S method. What am I going to simplify out of this space? Oh, the 3S method tells me I'm going to simplify out of this drawer expired, outgrown, and unused. And I'm going to rehome it, trash it, or donate it. So if you're just grabbing out, your piles are going to look a little different. But if you're standing there, dinner's cooking, you're like, oh, you know what? I don't use this. I don't use that. Oh, I don't even know the last time I used that. You got your donate pile, your rehome pile. It's probably just going straight to the trash and you don't need a pile because you're already in the kitchen. Right? 5 minutes before something burns. Is that space better? Because you've applied simplifying the 3S method, expired, outgrown, unused. Simplify is always the first step. So then tomorrow, when dinner's cooking again, you can do a quick sort. Even if it's just sorting in the way of food prepping, mixing, flipping, stirring, right? Hot, not hot, wood, metal, plastic. I love sorting by use. We actually have that drawer right now that needs an update because I pulled some stuff out. That's a whole other problem. By use, I love it by use. By purpose, maybe you have your turners, your spoons, your other. Cool. Those are just groups by now. And then once you realize those are starting to happen, then you can go get those fancy dividers. Then you can get the containers that fit inside the drawer. Make sure you measure the depth of the drawer too. Not just like the length and width. Because you don't want to come home with a 4-inch high container for your 2-inch drawer. Just saying. And if you're like, Melissa, I'm not going out to buy those right now. Look around. What do you have? Do you have a rolling pin you can shove in that drawer and act as a divider? I'm just saying, use what you have. Because second night, you're working on that second part, right? You're working on sorting. You're working on setting the store up for your success based on your needs, your organizing style, and your future habits. Are you in that drawer every day? Does it need simple systems? You don't want to organize with containers inside a container that you have to get into every day, and then it's frustrating. So if you need like flippers, turners, and spoons, cool. Do that. Use what you have. If you have a divider system that you can repurpose from another place that you recently sorted, set it up for you. If you've realized, you know what, I really want these on the countertop, I'm going to reuse that canister I got for the cookies, take the lid off, put the lid under the sink at the back, right? Where you don't use it. It's back there with the bosses you pull out twice a year. And just now put your everyday use items on the counter. Cool. You've sorted it for your success, because if getting in that drawer irritates you, figure out a different solution. What looks like in my house won't look like at your house, and vice versa. So just because that's the drawer for cooking utensils doesn't mean it has to stay the drawer for cooking utensils. My pots and pans are now in the upper cabinet because it just didn't work for me to get down there and get them every day for multiple reasons. So it's not the drawer. It's the space that isn't serving you to its full potential. That it is an employed option that you may need to fire and set it up. 3S method it, right? Today, simplifying. Tomorrow, I'm sorting. The next day, I'm going to talk to myself and be like, you know what? Okay, get on my little thing. In January, I better get back to, all right, January, set my timer. Organizing that drawer. Checking in with that space. Because every 6 months, remember, we're back in this space. We were in the kitchen in January. We're in now July. Guess where we're going to be back in January? This kitchen. Now, you're never going to be starting at ground zero again. You're never going to have everything you had in January is not going to be in your July space. Everything you have in July is not going to be in your next January space. Because you're checking back in with the space. You're not starting fresh. You're not going from the beginning all over again. You're now very familiar with the 3S method. You now probably have your free trial, or you're already a member in the library, and you're getting those reminders. You're getting those, okay, this is what we're doing today. Okay, this is where we are. You don't have to think about it. It's built up for you. It's a system that's doable for you, because God, please don't make me make one more decision. Just tell me what to do to make this space stop sucking the life out of my soul. Here you go. Here you go, Mama. That's what it's for. So if it's not the drawer, it's the system. It's a difficult and frustrating system that we're going to address. And then in 6 months, we're going to check back in with it, because that's a consistent habit. So yeah, that's it. That's it, at least for today. Until next time, stay hopeful.